Hey guys, it's Derek from MetricFire. Today I will be showing you guys how to monitor a Heroku app using MetricFire's Heroku plugin called HostedGraphite. It's simple and easy to set up. You just need to add an environment variable with your API key pretty much so that it sends metrics to your MetricFire account. We will also be setting up statsd to track when a login fails to authenticate. Here's a quick overview of my app that I will be deploying to Heroku. It's a Django app with a very simple homepage that has a login button that fails to authenticate. And here are my views for these pages. And here we have a home view that just has the basic HTML and a login view for the login button. The login view has a conditional that if auth is not true, it'll give back a 404 response, else it'll give back a 200 response. And I've deliberately set auth to false for the simplicity's sake. Now let's deploy this app to Heroku. Now that it's deployed, we can check out the link over here. As we can see, it's deployed and working. Let's check out the login button, and it fails as expected. Next, we will need a command that we need to run in our terminal that we can get from our MetricFire account. If you haven't done it yet, you can sign up for a 14-day free trial for MetricFire on this link, and it'll also be in the description below. Once you're logged into your MetricFire account, we need to go to Add-ons, and then Add-ons, and then Heroku. And now we have our command that we need to run in the terminal. Heroku drains add is just pretty much adding a log file. And over on here, under app name, we just need to replace it with our app's name. Next, we just need to add an environment variable of our MetricFire API key with this command. And now we should be sending metrics to our MetricFire account. Let's confirm that by going to metrics and then metric tree map. And here we should see that we have a Heroku box, which means that our Heroku app is now sending metrics to our MetricFire account. Next, let's set up statsd to track failed authentications from our login button. So first we just need to go to add-ons, and add-ons, and then statsd. I already have it enabled, but you should see an enable button if you haven't enabled it yet. And this is the information that we need over here. We just need the URL, the port, and the prefix. Now we need to statsd Python client since we're using Django, so let's install that. But I already have statsd installed, so for you it'll actually download. Next we'll go to our views, since that's where the login button gets processed. And then we just need to write code for a counter. And what a counter is, it's just a count of a type of an event per second. So we want a counter to increment whenever our login button fails to auth. Now I've pre-written the statsd code so you guys can see the difference between with and without statsd. Now I just need to comment the code out. You guys can check out the docs for statsd by googling Python statsd docs. Now let's push our changes to Heroku. Now let's test statsd to see if it's actually working. So we'll just hit the login button once and then go to our metric tree map. And here we can see that we have our login auth metric that has a failure inside of it. Next, let's add a Grafana dashboard for our Heroku app. So let's go to add dashboard. And let's add a query for the get posts. This will act as our visits to the website. We can use a single stat to specify that. Next, let's add another panel. And this one will be tracking our Auth Fails and also our post requests, since the only thing on our app that's getting posted is our auth. And we use a pie chart to show the difference between our posts and our fails. And finally, let's add another panel that tracks the amount of bytes used on our Heroku app. And we'll set it to a moving average of 1 minute. And now we have a dashboard that's tracking some stats from our Heroku app. I hope this video helped you guys get started on monitoring your Heroku app through MetricFire. Check out our blog articles and our website for a 14-day free trial in the description links below.